introducing our participants and contenders. Our reader for tonight, Master Sergeant Kimberly Queen. Our reading authority for tonight is Chief Referee Tony Edwards. The reading announcer is yours truly, Col Terry Scott. Contender number 1 in the first corner, challenged by the stronghold of negative influence, weighing in at 100 pounds of strategic prayer and some spiritual warfare, 150 pounds of faith, and 300 pounds of word and doctrine. Elder Katurah Jenkins-Hall. The second corner, challenged by the stronghold of low self-worth, weighing in at 100 pounds of confidence, 200 pounds of determination, and packing 300 pounds of courage, Elder Jarvis Green. Contender number 3 in the third corner, challenged by the stronghold of doubt and unbelief, weighing in at 100 pounds of strategic deliverance and warfare, 200 pounds of the full armor of God, and 3 pounds of Holy Ghost power, Elder Natasha. And now, from North Carolina, in the fourth corner, challenged by the stronghold of fear and timidity, weighing in at 200 pounds of righteous indignation, 300 pounds of sanctified tenacity, 400 pounds of radical authority, 500 pounds of apostolic anointing, and 1,000 pounds of sheer
message, 1 Samuel 17:31 through 51. What David said was overheard and reported to Saul, and Saul sent for him. David said to Saul, "Let no one lose heart on account of this Philistine. Your servant will go and fight him." Saul replied, "You are not able to go out against this Philistine and fight him. You are only a young man, and he has been a warrior from his youth." But David said to Saul, "Your servant has been keeping his father's sheep. When a lion or a bear came and carried off a sheep from the flock, I went after it, struck it, and rescued the sheep from its mouth. When it turned on me, I seized it by its hair, struck it, and killed it. Your servant has killed both the lion and the bear. This uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them, because he has defied the armies of the living God, the Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine. Saul said to David, go, and the Lord will be with you. Then Saul dressed David in his own tunic. He put a coat of armor on him and a bronze helmet on his head. David fastened on the sword over the tunic and tried walking around because he was not used to them. I cannot go in these, he said to Saul, because I am not used to them. So he took them off. Then he took his staff in his hand. He chose 5 smooth stones from the stream, put them in the pouch of his shepherd's bag, and with his sling in his hand approached the Philistine. Meanwhile, the Philistine, with his shield bearer in front of him, kept coming closer to David. He looked David over and saw that he was little more than a boy, glowing with health and handsome. He despised him. He said to David, am I a dog that you would come after me with sticks? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. Come here, he said, and I'll give your flesh to the birds and the wild animals. David said to the Philistine, you come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the army of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and I will strike you down and cut off your head. This very day I will give your carcasses of the Philistine army to the birds and the wild animals, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel. All those gathered here will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give all of you into our hands. As the Philistine moved closer to attack him,